What's happening, guys? Welcome back. This is going to be a quick breakdown for Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska. I think that's an incredible fight. I can't see how this fight could be anything but a banger. Let's not waste any time and get into this matchup. So let's start with Jamal Hill. Jamal's 31 years old, 6'4", 79-inch reach, mixed martial arts record, 12 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. 7 of those wins have come via KO/TKO. He is also a brown belt in BJJ. So talking about Jamal's style and skill set, he's great at blitzing, believes himself open a bit. Guys that could pivot well, remain calm under pressure, find an angle and counter. Would have success against Jamal. The problem is a lot of guys get on the back foot and panic, seeming to worry about his knockout power. Jamal's very wild on the feet and seems to make it up as he goes along in an exchange. Constantly improving his ground game, so kudos to him. That was most evident in the Glover fight. Most thought Glover was going to run through Jamal on the ground, control him, beat him up, and tap him out. Didn't happen. Jamal's very good at using his length and distance to attack. His defense needs a little work, but he's willing to do the risky pullback counters because he believes in his chin and power so much. So far it's been working for him, but every chin gets cracked at some point. One of his best combinations is that standard 1-2, man. It's fluid, fast, does a lot of damage. He's a southpaw, so that's always a hassle to deal with for orthodox strikers. That left straight is a problem. His cardio and conditioning seems pretty damn great given the pace he puts on and the type of fights he engages in. You need excellent cardio to fight like that. He simply goes for it and holds nothing back. Excellent body work, specifically that right lead to the body, great low kicks, body and high kicks. He fires off sick knees in the clinch, and even on the outside exploding in. It's pretty spectacular. Moving on to Yuri Prohaska, age 30, height 6'4", reach 80 inches, mixed martial arts record, 29 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 25 knockouts out of those 29 wins. That's absurd. Yuri's long and awkward, does not move in a standard conventional way. He creates openings and angles, which, like Jamal, can leave himself open. Yuri's not afraid to engage in a pocket and in the danger zone. In fact, that's his bread and butter. Dodging, evading, pulling back, then springing back and countering. It seems like he believes he can sit there in the pocket, and as long as he's landing, he will eventually break you down or catch you. I think Yuri's strong and durable. Being so mobile also helps with his defense, but overall seems okay with potentially being clobbered as long as he lands on you as well. Yuri's a pressure fighter. He will not step back. That's why a fight with him and Jamal will be insanity. Guaranteed banger. Yuri carries his hands so low, man. But that's just how he strikes, baiting guys into attack and engage. Seems to be working for him considering his KO ratio. Yuri has a decent ground game. I don't think it's elite. He has holes like the wrestling and overall grappling ability. It could use work, but he's getting better with every fight. One thing to note is that Yuri switches stances a lot. I think he does this to short circuit his opponent's brains, giving him too much to think about and worry about, attack-wise and by which side and angle. It's brilliant, actually. Great front push kicks as well, and just nasty elbows when in range for that. Alright, so the matchup. How could this fight possibly play out? Damn, these guys in a lot of ways are mirror images of each other, but different in many other ways. One punch KO power? Might lean towards Jamal. I think Yuri has one punch power, of course, but to me, a lot of his KO/TKOs come from wearing guys out, just beating on them over time. They both are dynamic and unorthodox. Yuri, tad more to me. I see Yuri switch his stances a lot more than Jamal Hill. Pure strength that I go with Yuri, but Jamal is deceptively strong. Grappling advantage, I think they're both on par with each other. I don't see either really pushing for takedowns in this one, maybe. I think they're going to go to the center of that cage and bang it out. See who falls first. Speed advantage about equal to me. Jamal may have slightly faster hands, but Yuri might have him in the explosiveness and speed. Chin, I gotta go with Jamal. I think Jamal's been stopped once via strikes. Yuri Prohaska twice. But Yuri's good at rolling with shots and sometimes by default, because like he's already in motion all over the place, moving when a strike lands. Toughness, both equally tough, savages. Cardio and conditioning, I give the edge to Jamal Hill, edge. From the ring of that bell, I see these guys coming at each other. They both really don't take a step back. I think they'll play the outside game for a bit, but eventually get into a rock'em sock'em in the pocket brawl. I give that slight edge to Jamal. I think he's a little bit better at that range and in those type of fights. But that's Yuri's bread and butter as well. I think if Yuri maintains distance and switches stances as he does, firing kicks from different sides, low kicks, front kicks, if he maintains himself in constant motion, I think he can potentially frustrate and do well against Jamal, because I think he moves better. Jamal should do his best to hinder Yuri's movements and not let him get into his flow. He has to disrupt that flow by making it a grimy, dirty, and ugly fight. I think Jamal does well in the pocket and can catch Yuri with a hard shot there. Then again, Yuri can wear Hill out and move in for a signature finishing sequence when he smells blood. Get an exhausted, battered Hill against that cage, find the angle and opening and unload. Guys, this is a damn near pick'em for me. I am going to make a pick, however. I'm going to go with Jamal. Like 55-45. Jamal has shown some wild durability and has less miles than Yuri. Yuri also had that horrendous shoulder injury, so who knows if he returns 100%. This one would be a warm battle. Just lean in towards Jamal, eventually finding Yuri's chin in one of those wild exchanges they are bound to get into. Cardio and conditioning will be factors in this one. Whoever slows down loses to me. But sticking with my pick, going with Jamal Hill. Guys, let me know in the comment section, who do you have taking this fight? I think it's going to be an amazing one, very entertaining. I cannot see how this one is boring. Eager to read your comments. Appreciate you watching this segment. And until the next one, take care, my friends.